ਹਰ ਨਾਮ ਪਰਵਾਰ। ਜਨ ਨਾਨਕ ਕੋ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ ਹਰ ਗੁਰ ਦੀਆ। ਜਨ ਨਾਨਕ ਕੋ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ ਹਰ ਗੁਰ ਦੀਆ। ਹਰ ਹਾਲਤ ਪਲਤ ਸਦਾ ਕਰ ਨਿਸਤਾਰਾ। ਹਰ ਹਾਲਤ ਪਲਤ ਸਦਾ ਕਰ ਨਿਸਤਾਰਾ। ਜਿਨ ਕੈ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ ਵਸਿਆ ਸਦ ਹਿਰਦੈ। ਜਿਨ ਕੈ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ ਵਸਿਆ ਸਦ ਹਿਰਦੈ। 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਵਸਿਆ ਸਦ ਹਿਰਦੈ। 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 ਸਦ ਹਿਰਦੈ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Paji, do you mind just switching the lights on, please? Thank you. Just the top three. Satnam Sri Vaheguru. Bani Birla Bijarsi Je Ko Gurmukh Hoy. Eh Bani Mahapurkh Ki Nij Ghar Vasa Hoy. ਡੰਡੌਤ ਬੰਦਨ ਅਨਕ ਬਾਰ ਸਰਬ ਕਲਾ ਸਮਰਥ ਡੋਲਨ ਤੇ ਰਾਖਹੁ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇ ਕਰ ਹੱਥ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪਾਵਨ ਦਰਬਾਰ ਵਿੱਚ। Today we're going to be going over the ਚਾਰ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦੇ, the 4 sons of Sri Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Maharaj. So the way that this talk came into my head was, the question I had is, what does it mean to be the children of Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Maharaj? What does it mean to be the children of Guru Sahib? And what examples can we use from our itihas meaning our factual history, events that actually occurred, and we could take learnings from those events. So what does Sahibzade mean? Very simply, it means, naturally, whenever we use that word, Padshah meaning the supreme king, we look at Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, we call him Sache Padshah, the supreme king of the ultimate truth. So wherever the word Padshah is used, then the children of that Padshah are referred to as Sahibzade, a royal name. So let's take a look at Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji. Let's take a look back at our history and hopefully revisit a few topics that we already covered in this course earlier on. So, with the Kirpa of Akal Purakh WhyGuru, 2 sons were born in the house of Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. Obviously, the eldest known as Baba Siri Chandi, and the younger known as Baba Lakshmi Das Ji. Now, when Guru Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji settled in Kirtpur, their sons also came along with them, and so too did Bhai Lehna Ji. After passing many rigorous tests given to them by Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, not just to test their love, but to test their faith, to test how strong that was, how genuine it was, whether it was infallible or not, even to the point where Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji asked Bhai Lehna Ji, ordered Bhai Lehna Ji to eat a dead body. They didn't have a single doubt in their head. Instead, they bent down to that body and they asked, Maharaj, where do you want me to start, from the head or from the feet? Obviously, they pulled that parda back. It was just a load of kara prasad, but it was a test for them. Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji, after that, they went on not only to pass on that divine light, that jyot, to Bhai Lehna Ji. Obviously, now we know them as Guru Angad Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji. Not only did they pass that Gurta Gadi on to Bhai Lehna Ji, but they also did matha tek to the Pavitra Charan of Guru Angad Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji. Now, why? Why is that Bhai Lehna Ji received such a gift from Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji? The reason is because whenever Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji ordered them to do something, whenever they said something, Bhai Lehna Ji never had a single ounce of doubt in their mind whatsoever. They held this really extreme viewpoint. That extreme viewpoint was that whatever my Guru is telling me, that is words from God directly. We hear that Pankti, Par Brahma, Gur Nahi Pe. There's no difference between Par Brahm, God, and Guru Sahib Ji. There's no difference. That's the standard, that's the viewpoint Bhai Lehna Ji had. Whereas you look at the 2 sons of Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, Baba Siri Chand Ji, Baba Lakshmi Das Ji, and what did they do? They always had doubts in their heads whenever a bachan was given to them by Guru Sahib. They used to shrug their shoulders and laugh at the bachans as the orders from their father, from Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji. Bhai Lehna Ji, they'd bow down to the feet of Guru Sahib, get on with what they needed to do. There's actually a pankti in Gurbani which explains this. Maharaj says, Sach je gur farmaya, kyun etu bolo ho hattiya, putri kaul na palyo, gur peer ho kan marattiya. Maharaj says, the Guru has basically given a true command. Maharaj has given that true command, so why are we hesitating to proclaim that we know it's true? Why are we having this doubt in our head? Then Maharaj says at the end, the sons of Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, they did not obey Guru Sahib Ji's orders as the truth. They didn't understand who they were getting those orders from. They turned their back on the bachans of Guru. The words of Guru Sahib Ji, the orders of Guru Sahib Ji, their own sons turned their backs upon them. Now, Bhai Lehna Ji would always remain with the same mindset that whatever my Guru has said, it's the ultimate truth. There's no falsehood in that. We hear Sant Ji in their speeches, they say that is everything in Gurbani. Gurbani is missing one thing. And the Sangat at that moment, they got shocked. What's that one thing? How can you say Gurbani is missing one thing? Sant Ji said there's one thing that's missing in Gurbani. It's falsehood. There's no falsehood in Gurbani at all. Be that if Bhai Lehna Ji was asked to pick up stacks of hay all day, Be that if they were asked to eat a dead body, if they were asked to shake a fruitless tree, if they were asked in the middle of the night to randomly clean Guru Sahib Ji's bastar, their clothes. That's what happened. One night, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji, they wake up their eldest son, Baba Siri Chand, and they say, "But I've got to go to a Dharamsala, a Guru Kar, in the morning, clean my bastar for me, I need clean clothes." Baba Siri Chand looks at Guru Sahib Ji, and they say, "Listen, this time of night is meant for resting." They said, "This time is not meant for resting, and you're asking me to clean clothes at this time." Guru Sahib Ji walk off, they find Pai Lehna Ji, and they say to Pai Lehna Ji the exact same bachan, the exact same words. "Clean my clothes for me, I need them in the morning." Pai Lehna Ji get up straight away, they grab the clothes, go to the river Ravi, they clean the clothes, somehow dry them in the middle of the night, and hand them back to Maharaj. As they're returning, Maharaj even asked them, "Pai Lehna Ji, did you see the sun rise by any chance?" Pai Lehna Ji says, "I didn't really pay attention to that. I didn't pay attention to it, but Maharaj, if you said it's true, I'll believe you. Regardless of what's happening, whatever you say is the truth." In Guru Nanak Prakash, Kavi Santokh Singh Ji, they write this. They write that when Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji asked, "Why did you not give that Gurta Gaddi to any of your sons? Is there a kami in them? Was there something wrong that they did?" Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji said that in this house of Sikhi, those who come with bhavana, with the utmost faith, unshakable faith, that they're going to retrieve this true gift. Obviously, Pai Lehna Ji got given that Gurta Gaddi, you can expand that to Sikhi as a whole. Bhavana meaning those who hold the bhajan of Guru Sahib Ji to the utmost, above everything else in this world. Those who work constantly to uphold that bhajan. That's what Guru Sahib Ji were talking about. That Gurta Gaddi, that jot went to Pai Lehna Ji then, not their sons. Then we look at Guru Angad Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, our second Guru. Guru Sahib Ji now settled at Khadur Sahib. Guru Sahib Ji Kirpadana, they have two sons and two daughters by the name of Bhai Dasu Ji, Baba Dasu Ji, Baba Datu Ji, and then the two daughters, Bibi Amaro Ji and Bibi Anokhi Ji. And who else came to the house of Guru Angad Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji? Baba Ardaas Ji. Again, a day came after years and years of katan seva, hard seva, after years and years of putting that effort into their Sikhi. That day came, not their sons, not Guru Sahib Ji's sons, but that avid Sikh of Guru Sahib Ji got given that light, that avid Sikh of Guru Sahib Ji got given that Gurta Gaddi, not their sons. Guru Angad Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, they mentioned that this Gaddi, or you can take that to be the Sikhi, Sikhi is a result of your actions, not only in your past lives, this life as well. And just expecting that Gaddi just to be handed to you because you've been born into the house of Siddhi Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, there's no worth to that because you're not going to understand what it means to gain that. You've got to work for it. So we go on to our third Guru, Siddhi Guru Ardaas Sahib Ji Maharaj. Guru Sahib Ji, now they settle in Govindwal Sahib. Now they settle in Govindwal Sahib, and during this time in history in India, you know that caste system that the Hindus held on to quite a lot. The top half, so the Brahmins and the Kshatris, it was breaking down. It was getting stamped out. People didn't want to accept it anymore. So the Brahmins thought, we need something, we need to hold on to something. So they went to one of the sons of the previous Guru, Guru Angad Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, and they said to Baba Datu Ji, that listen, you're the son of Guru Angad Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. So that Gaddi, that seat, that throne of the Guruship is basically yours. Yet you've let an old man sit on your seat. They're referring to Guru Ardaas Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji. He gets pent up. He gets all fired up. He goes to Siddhi Govindwal Sahib, and there Guru Ardaas Ji Maharaj Ji are over 80 years old. He goes there, Maharaj is sitting on their singhasan on their throne. He walks in with a frown, eyes bloodshot red. He's so pent up with anger, he goes up to Guru Ardaas Ji Maharaj and he kicks them in their chest. Kicks them in their chest. They fall off their throne onto the floor. Now Guru Ardaas Ji Maharaj Ji are known to be the epitome of humility. Do you know what they did? They fall onto the floor, they grab his feet. They say to Baba Datu Ji, it's because of my old age. They blame themselves. In my old age, I fell off the seat. I fell off my seat. I fell off my singhasan. Then they said, it's because of my old age, I've got bones as hard as rock, as hard as fists. Then they asked Baba Dattuji, did I hurt you when you hit me? Did I hurt your foot? So much humility. Then they said, is it because, if you recap to that week we did Guru Amardas Ji Maharaj Ji, they were given a nickname, Nigure, meaning without a guru. Before they met Guru Angad Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, they said, is it because I, someone who had no guru, ended up receiving so much bakshish, so much kirpa, so many blessings from Guru Angad Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, is that why you kicked me? Then they thought about it again. They said, you know what, I deserved that kick. I deserved that kick. It was expected. Why? Because when the son of my guru walked into my darbar, again another example of nimrata, humility, they said, when you walked in, I didn't welcome you into the darbar. I didn't say Ji Ayonu. They have no enmity. And we read in Mool Mantra, Nirpao, Niraver, no enmity, no hate, no fear. That's the epitome of Guru Sahib. But out of their humility, they said that. Then Guru Sahib Ji moved to Basarke. They left Govindwal at that time to the two sons of Guru Angad Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji. They remained in hate, in opposition to Guru Amardas Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji. But let's take our focus back to Guru Amardas Ji Maharaj. Guru Sahib Ji relocate, and they also have two sons and two daughters. Two sons known as Baba Mohari Ji, Baba Mohan Ji. Two daughters known as Bibi Pani Ji and Bibi Dani Ji. Now, who else comes to the house of Guru Amardas Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji? Bhai Jetha Ji, another avid Sikh. And again, a day comes where not the sons of Guru Sahib, the avid Sikh of Guru Sahib Ji is blessed with the Gurta Gaddi. Guru Amardas Ji Maharaj Ji, they obviously bless Bhai Jetha Ji, who is now Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji, with that Gurta Gaddi, and they call their two sons. They say, come to the darbar, I want to show you, this is the ceremony we just carried out. Pay your respects. They come, but one of the sons didn't accept. He was in complete opposition to this decision. He said, no, I don't expect it. Guru Amardas Ji, they stand up right next to their son, Baba Mohan Ji, and they say to him specifically, do namaskar to your Guru, Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji. It's a request from me. At that time, the other brother, this is actually a pankti in Gurbani, Maharaj says, Sadgur Purkh je bolya, Gur Sikha man lai rajai ji. Maharaj says, when the Sadguru, when the Guru of the ultimate truth, when they speak, what does a Guru Sikh do? A Guru Sikh will manana their bachan, what they've said, with the utmost faith, so much so that it will rajaj, it will satisfy them. Whatever they've got in their head, whatever they've got in their heart, they're completely satisfied with what their Guru will tell them. Then they mention Baba Mohari because one of the brothers had complete decline, complete denial of what was going on. The other brother, he bowed down to Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji. He touched their feet. And it's in Gurbani to state, they say, Mohari Putra Sanmukh hoya. He faced his Guru. Ramdas se pairi pajo. He touched the Pavitra Charan, the beautiful feet of Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj. Now Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji, our fourth Guru. Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji have three sons. Baba Prithi Chand, Baba Mahadev Ji, and obviously Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. Now, Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, if you remember that week, they went through so much pain. So much pain because of that separation, that bairag they experienced of years of separation with Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji. They were blessed with that Gurta Gaddi. And who was the one person who absolutely hated that decision? The eldest brother, the eldest son of Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji, Baba Prithi Chand. How did he react? Raj ke inne virodh kita. That means that he hated every opportunity he had to put a spike into Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji. He tried and he did, as to his heart's content. That's how much hate he had towards Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. So on the one side, in the previous Pankti, you've got one of the sons of the Guru being applauded in Gurbani for their actions, yeah? Now on the other side, you've got Baba Prithi Chand being shown for his true colors. Maharaj says, Kahe poot chagrat ho sang baap. Maharaj says, why are you arguing with your father? Kahe poot chagrat ho sang baap. Why are you arguing with your father for? Then Maharaj says, Jinke jane badire tum ho tin so chagrat paap. Maharaj says, you realize how much paap you're building up just by what you're doing, the way you're acting, the way you're thinking. That road that Baba Prithi Chand took and the consequence that he faced as a result spells something out, and it spells this out. It says, in the house of Guru Nanak Dev Saji Maharaji, respect is not earned by blood. Respect is earned based on principles, how you are as a person, what you do, how you treat others, how we act, how we live our lives, what we use our lives to live with, what do we refer to for our life in our decisions, in our situations. How dear do we hold the bhajans from our Guru? Those words of our Guru, how much respect do we hold for them? Now, Guru Arjan Dev Saji Maharaji, our fifth Guru. Guru Sahib Ji only have one son, Guru Har Gobind Saji Maharaj. Guru Har Gobind Saji Maharaj, our sixth Guru, have 4 sons, 1 daughter. They don't pass the Gurta Gaddi on to their son, they pass the Gurta Gaddi on to their grandson. So one of their sons' name was Baba Gurditta Ji. They had a son who we know as Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji. So Guru Har Gobind Saji Maharaj passed that Gurta Gaddi on to their grandson, we should go and see here, Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj. Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj passed the Gurta Gaddi on to Guru Har Krishna Sahib Ji Maharaj. Guru Har Krishna Sahib Ji Maharaj passed the Gurta Gaddi onto Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Sahib Ji Maharaj, who was the son of Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji Maharaj, and then the son of Guru Tegh Bahadur Maharaj, Sadguru Gobind Singh Maharaj Maharaj. That's who you finally got the Gurta Gaddi. So you might be thinking, why am I going through the sons and the kids of the Guru? And we'll tie it into who the Char Sahibzade they were. So Baba Ajit Singh Ji, this is them on the right. The eldest son of Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj Ji. Mother Mata Sundari Ji, father Guru Gobind Singh Saji Maharaj. They were born, they Prakash on this earth after the Battle of Pangani. If you don't know the Battle of Pangani, Guru Sahib Ji were victorious in that. It was a neighboring region to Anandpur. The king known as Raja Bhim Chand obviously had some beef with Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj Ji. Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj Ji wiped the floor clean with him. After that battle, Baba Ajit Singh Ji came to this earth. Usually when it comes to naming a child in Sikhi, you would ideally, as a Guru Sikh, the way you would view that is you've been blessed with a child. You've been blessed with a responsibility. This isn't my child, this is my Guru's child. Throw away that this is my child, this is your Guru's child. You would come to the Guru's house and you would ask Guru Maharaji, Maharaji, now bless this child with a name. So you take a Hukamnama Sahib. So the Hukamnama Sahib that came up when Baba Ajit Singh Ji, when they were going to name them, was, I'm going to probably forget it now. Slok. Okay, I've totally forgotten it, but it started with an era. Do you remember it? It was a Slok. I've forgotten it. But it started with an era. That's where the name Ajit came from. Ajit meaning unconquerable, always victorious. That's what the name meant. They're never going to be defeated. Now, Baba Ajit Singh Ji, even before they gave Shahidi, they went through many skirmishes, many missions. One skirmish that comes to mind was their first ever skirmish. Sangat were coming from northwest Punjab, traveling down. On that travel, they were looted by these Rangars. That news, that khabar came to Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj Ji. Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj Ji turned to their 12-year-old son, 12 years old. And they say to Baba Ajit Singh Ji, this is my order, listen to my bachan, listen to my words and accept them. You're going to go to these Rangars and you're going to get back what our Sangat, what they took from Sangat. So at the age of 12, Baba Ajit Singh Ji, they take 100 Singhs with them they command a force of 100 Singhs at the age of 12. Beat the Rangars, get that loot back, get that stuff back, and bring it back to the Sangat. The next year, when they're 13 years old, the city of Anandpur was under attack. So what Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj did was they constructed 5 forts on the outskirts of the city. 5 kille. In each killa, in each fort, they would assign 1 jathedar and then a whole force of Singhs. In the killa and the fort that Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj were in is known as Anandgarh. That was the one that was going to be attacked the most. They were the jathedar, they were the leader, the commander, and they had 5,000 Singhs with them. In the next killa, known as Lohgarh, guess who was the jathedar? A 13-year-old Baba Ajit Singh, commanding 2,000 Singhs. Imagine that, 12 years old, commanding 2,000 Singhs, 2,000 men. Now this is where it gets even more interesting. The next killa was known as Kesgarh. Who was jathedar there? Baba Ajit Singh Ji's younger brother, Baba Jujhar Singh Ji, age of 9. At the age of 9, commanding 2,000 soldiers. And then the final killa, there was 2 left. The final killa, because one of them was left, they didn't need to defend that. There were 3 warrior-ready generals. Baba Hari Singh Ji, Bhai Bachitra Singh Ji, and Bhai Uday Singh Ji. They also had a force of 2,000. You've got to think, these kids, 12 and 9, were able to have the same power, if not more, than these war-ready generals who were men. It took 3 of them to command 2,000. It took one of Baba Ajit Singh Ji, one Baba Jujhar Singh Ji to command 2,000. So that whole siege, that attack lost 4 days, and the Singhs, obviously, they came out on top. So there was many other instances of Baba Ji helping Sangat in desperate times of need. Then we look at the other 3 Sahibzade. We got Baba Jujhar Singh Ji, Baba Zorawar Singh Ji, Baba Fateh Singh Ji. So their mother Mata Jito Ji, their father Sri Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj. Now, Baba Jujhar Singh Ji, at a very young age, they mastered Gurmat education. Very young age, they understood very deep arth of Gurbani. I think I read somewhere that they either had the whole of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji memorized, Kant, or basically loads and loads of Shabads. You got to think, they gave Shahidi at 14, so even before then, they had all this memorized, and they were mastered martial combat at that age. So I already said that they were able to command at the age of 9, 2,000 men, 2,000 Singhs, and we'll touch on the legacy that was left by the Chote Sahibzade shortly. So I thought, how can we tie this into Ardaas? How can we tie this into this course? So I thought, why not pick up their Shahidiyah? What can we learn from the time they gave their lives for the Sikh Qawm? 1704, after a siege lasting 8 months, hundreds and thousands of soldiers surrounding Sri Anandpur Sahib. Food rations were low, there was basically no food coming in. Sangat was starving, Sangat were anxious. Sangat had already asked Guru Sahib Ji, please can we leave Sri Anandpur Sahib? We need to go find some food, we need some shelter, we need some form of comfort. It's been 8 months. Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj Ji, they said to Sangat, stay here and stay drid in your Sikhi. Uphold your Sikhi. Uphold that tap. Maharaj said, you will see this time through, don't worry, listen to my bhajan, listen to my words. Maharaj says, you will receive so much power from this land, just hold out, trust in me. They said, wealth is plenty, don't worry that there's no money left, X, Y, and Z, just don't doubt me. On top of that, from people like the Emperor Aurangzeb, who was the Emperor of India at that time, a tyrant, oppressive ruler, he sends in a letter to Sangat, and he says that I promise on the Quran and Prophet Muhammad that I will not attack you guys if you leave Sri Anandpur Sahib. You got then the Hindu hill chief Raje, the kings who were surrounding Sri Anandpur Sahib. They send a letter, they send a knife, a cow, and an idol statue. And they said that we also promise that if you leave Sri Anandpur Sahib and we attack you, it's the same as us killing a cow, which is the highest sin, the highest crime a Hindu can do. So they both bid on their dharms and said, we won't go against our word. So the Sangat ate this up, thinking, yeah. They're not going to attack us, Guru Maharaj. Look, they're going to be fine. They're going to let us go. Guru Sahib Ji can see through everything. Guru Sahib Ji knew exactly what was going on. So Sangat, they didn't accept. They went to Mata Gujari Ji and they complained. So they basically, as you can see in this picture, they write a letter to Maharaj. 700 members of Sangat, all in favor of this. And they said, Maharaj, we want to leave. Only 40 Singhs stood by Maharaj's side. Only 40 Singhs stayed by the side of Maharaj and said, whatever your hukam is, Maharaj, we're going to stay to that. We're going to stick to that. There's a Pangati that comes to mind, which is, Karte ki mit, karta jane, keh jane, Gurusura. Maharaj says, Karte ki mit karta jane. Only that karta, that one who has created everything and is pulling the strings, knows why he's doing what he's doing. Keh jane Gurusura. What do I know of my warrior Guru? What do I know of his ways? So the 40 Singhs stood by Maharaj, and obviously Maharaj has to accept the hukam given to them by Sangat. So they leave as a vaheed, as a concession, leaving Anandpur Sahib. As that vaheed is leaving, Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj, they do Ardaas. Their Ardaas is this: WhyGuru Ji, you're always going to have my Nishan Sahibs flying in the air. That's a given. But now allow me to make tiyariyan, allow me to get ready to sacrifice my family for the Sikh Panth. That was the Ardaas they did. So that news hits the enemies. They realize Guru Maharaj and the Sangat have left Sri Anandpur Sahib. Just like that, they break their promises. Every single one of them, a force of 800,000 enemy soldiers are chasing after Guru Sahib Ji, their family and Sangat. So the battle starts at Shahi Tibbi. The Gurudwara Sahib there now, I think it's called Gurudwara Tibbi Sahib. What happens is, Guru Maharaj is standing there. They can see that the enemies are on the pursuit. So they say to Baba Ajit Singh Ji, they gave them a bachan, they gave them an order. They say, listen to my words. I need you to hold them off. So Babaji, they get 50 Singhs to go with them. They hold a force of 800,000 enemy soldiers off for 3 hours. 51 Singhs, 800,000, for 3 hours they hold them off. Then by Uday Singh, war-ready general, he looks and he asks for Agya from Guru Sahib Ji, Maharaj, Kirpa Karo, let me take Babaji's place. Let me take Babaji Singh Ji's place. You got to understand, these Singhs have seen all the Jara Sahibs out there grow up, their whole lives. They've formed such a bond with them. They're like their own kids for them, a lot of them. All they wanted was for Babaji Singh Ji, this specific moment, to be with his father. So, by Uday Singh, they get the Agya from Guru Sahib Ji. They enter battle. They take over command of those 50 Singhs. And Babaji Singh Ji are filled with so much bitterness. They don't want to leave, and they don't leave the battlefield. After 3 hours of fighting, they want to continue. Then by Jeevan Singh, another war-ready general, standing beside Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj Ji, he has a furna, he has a thought in his mind. He has an itcha in his heart, like, Maharaj, I want to join that battle as well. For these Singhs, going into battle is like the same as me getting ready for a football game and then going to goals to play it. That's the relevance of it. It was a normal thing for them on a daily basis. They would practice hours and hours. It was nothing for them to walk into these situations. He had that thought, and instantly, as soon as he thought that, Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj, they turned to Bhai Jeevan Singh and they say to them, Tu vi ja, go and get involved. You got to think, how much bharosa will you have that you've had a thought in your own mind? You could think, no one's going to read my mind. And Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj turns and they tell you exactly what you want to hear. He was filled with so much bitterness at that moment. He charged in. He charged and he managed to persuade Babaji Singh Ji to come back to Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj Ji. Just that point on how he felt when Guru Sahib Ji gave that bachan to him. Remember, it's their words. Their words have an effect. We read every single day at the end of Jap Sahib, Dukalang Parnasi, Dayalang Surupe, Sada Anga Sange, Apangam Vipute. Sada Anga Sange. Maharaj, you're always with me, every second. Are we just reading words? Or do we understand who's given us this Bani? Do we understand what they're trying to tell us, what our Guru's trying to tell us? Sada anga sange apangam vibhute. So we fast forward a bit. Now they get to the river Sirsa, and the water is flowing quite rapidly. More than usual, it's actually eroding the outskirts of the banks. But Guru Sahib give that bachan, that Sangat, you have to cross that river. There's no other option at the moment. So in that, Guru Sahib Ji, they direct Mata Gujri Ji and the Chote Sahibzade in a different direction. They direct Mata Sundar Kaur and Mata Sahib Kaur with Bhai Mani Singh Ji in a different direction toward the south, and they themselves start crossing that river. They get swept all the way towards Kirtpur. And now we can fast forward to that moment where Baba Ajit Singh Ji, they enter the battlefield at Sri Chamkaur Sahib. So what happens is, imagine 1.8 million foreign soldiers surrounding a very small mud fort. That's what's happening at the moment. Warriors from Russia, Africa, Middle East, you name it. 42 Singhs in a fort. 40 Singhs, Guru Sahib Ji, and 2 Sahibs are there. Baba Ajit Singh Ji said, they approach Guru Sahib Ji, say, Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj. They do a benti that, Maharaj, 5 Jathe, Singhs are going out in groups. 5 Jathe have just been made Shaheed. In those Jathe were 3 of the 5 Panj Pyare and some Bandi Singhs. They said, Maharaj, 5 Jathe have now given Shaheed. Maharaj, now it's my turn. Maharaj says, Baba Ajit Singh said, now it's my turn to give Shaheedi. Please allow me to enter the battlefield. When they asked that, they said this Shabad from Gurbani. Gagan Mama Bajio, Pariyo Nisane Kaho, Khet Jo Mandio Surma, Ab Jujan Ko Dao. Sura so Pehchaniye, Jo Lare Deen Ke Het, Purja Kat Mere, Kab Huna Chade Ket. Baba Ajit Singh Ji said, you've taught me to uphold Dharma, you've told me to uphold Sikhi. That's what you taught me. They said, now my Ichha is to give Shaheedi for Sikhi, for this Qawm, for this purpose. And they said something really interesting. They said, I don't understand the difference between winning and losing. That's not in my realm of understanding. They said, all I know are these 2 things. That the enemy has to be obliterated. They have to be. And the other thing is that I know that your bachan, Guru Sahib Ji, your words, I have to uphold them. Guru Sahib Ji give thapra, so they pat his back. Baba Ajit Singh Ji do an Ardaas, they matha take to Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj's charan, and they ride into battle with 5 other Singhs. The way it's described in Katha when you listen to it is Baba Ajit Singh Ji were moving quicker than lightning. Their Shastra was moving at such a pace, it was quicker than lightning. After some time fighting, it came to a point where they run out of arrows, so they couldn't hold the enemy too far off. There was a boundary that they can hold off with the arrows, but the arrows ran out. So they just switched to a barsha, a spear. So the enemy got in a bit closer to them. They continued killing countless soldiers, countless leaders. Then they saw this one general, Anwar Khan. They get off their kora, their horse, they pull out their katar, a punch dagger, and they strike him. And as soon as that happens, they turn around and they're completely surrounded by thousands upon thousands of soldiers. At this point, they're hit with over 320 arrows, an uncountable amount of bullets, and an uncountable amount of barshe, of spears. They kitch their swas through to the Dasam Dwar, and they leave, their soul leaves this body, and they leave this earth. So Baba Ajit Singh Ji have been made Shaheed at the Battle of Chamkaur at the age of 18. 18. During that time, Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj Ji, they're watching from that mud fort at the top. And they're so delighted with what they just saw. They're so happy with how they saw their son fight. They're filled with biras, but they're also filled with Chardi Kala, this ever-rising spirit. Now, who's standing next to Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj Ji? Their second eldest son, Baba Jujhar Singh Ji. Baba Jujhar Singh Ji say, Guru Sahib, Agya Bakshlo, bless me with that permission to enter the battlefield. Now it's my turn as well. I want to drink from that same cup that my eldest brother just drank from. I want that form of Amrit. That's what I want. Now Guru Sahib Ji said, you've never ever taken part in this type of warfare before. And Baba Jujhar Singh Ji, they said two things. The first thing they said was, I can't live without my brother. They said, I don't know how to sleep, I don't know how to eat, I don't know how to drink without him. Then they said, I might not have the combat skills, but I surely know how to die. Maharaj, living with you, you've taught me how to die correctly in this world. And they said, I know how to keep my neck on the sharp edge of a sword. Guru Sahib Ji, very happy with the answer. They said, Chalo. They gave Baba Jujhar Singh Ji Agya. They gave Baba Jujhar Singh their own Shastar, and Baba Jujhar Singh entered the battle. They themselves were like lightning. They themselves were going at such great speed, with such great impact, hitting enemy after enemy. Everyone was so shocked to see a 14-year-old boy killing up to 40 soldiers at a time. Imagine swinging your talwar and you're murking 40 people at one time. Each time you hit someone. And you're 14 years old. They did this for over an hour. Over an hour. Everyone was shocked. And after the hour, they too were surrounded and they too were shot by a rain of arrows and a rain of bullets. And they gave Shahidi at the age of 14. At that moment when Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj Ji, they saw their two sons give Shahidi on the battlefield, they ucharan this shabad. Jiski bast dis aage rakhe, Prabh ki aagya mane mathe, uste chaugan kare nahal, Nanak Sahib sada dayal. Maharaj says, when I'm given something, when we're given something from Guru Sahib, because nothing is technically ours, right? If I ask you to create an element, a sixth element, you've got no power to do that. Akhan jor, chuppe na jor. Jor na mangan, der na jor. Jor na akhan, marna na jor. We haven't got the power to really do anything. Outside of the boundaries of what we've been given as free will, we haven't got the power to do anything. If I was to ask you to put one leg in the air, you do that. If I was to ask you to put both your feet in the air, you haven't got the power to do that. There's a strict boundary in terms of what we can do with the power we've been given. So Maharaj says, with what you gave me, Guru Sahib, WhyGuru Ji, that only belongs to you anyway. All I'm doing is giving back what you gave to me in the first place. Now on to the Chote Sahibzade. The Chote Sahibzade, obviously they went on to another track. They were diverted another way by Guru Sahib Ji. Now, who they meet or who follows them is Gangu. Gangu Papi, we refer to him as. He used to be basically a sevadar in the kitchen, like a langari you can say. And what he did was he persisted that Mata Gujri and the Chote Sahibzade follow him, that he will take them to safety. So Mataji was very hesitant to go. Trust me, she was very hesitant to go, but she said, there's no other option, I've got nothing else to do. I have to follow him. They get to the house, I'm going to try and speed it up. They get to the house, he sees that they've got a bag of coins. So during the night, he steals those coins. Mataji finds out, he starts causing a ruckus. And Mataji says, look, relax, we don't want anyone to know we're here. If you're going to keep the coins, it's not a problem. He goes to the police, long story short, he hands them in. Because obviously, they're fugitive at this moment in time. So now, Mata Gujri Ji and the two Chote Sahibzade are imprisoned by Wazir Khan in Sinhand, in Punjab. And there's a Gurdwara there. We refer to this place as Thanda Burj, right? The cold tower. It was during this time, it was the month of December, so it was winter in Punjab. So they were made to sit there the whole night in freezing cold weather. And you know what Mataji did, what Mata Gujri ji did? The whole night she spent telling them Sakya, after stories after stories after stories, not fake stories, not itihas, factual history. Stories of Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, Sakya of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji Shahidi, Sakya of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, their grandfathers Shahidi. What did that do for them? It meant that it reinforced these ideals from their forefathers. It gave them that spirit. But they already had it, to be fair. I'm not going to say they didn't. It told them how to always remain firm in their faith and live according, I'm going to say it again, to the bachans, the words of Guru Sahib, especially their illustrious father, Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj Ji. After trying to persuade the shortest Sahibzada with Maya, because if you look at this picture here, when they were called to the court of Wazir Khan, he was like one of the biggest councillors, right-hand men of Aurangzeb. So he was like a, I don't really want to say advisor, but he was basically owner of a land. He was a big shot. They used to have this small door. The reason for that small door was that whoever would enter his court would enter with their head first, i.e. enter and bow to him. It was a bit of a cheeky way for him to say everyone bows to me when they enter my court. What do the two Sahibs that they do? They enter with their foot first. They kick that door in to say that your power is beneath our feet. There's nothing to us. A 5-year-old Baba Fateh Singh and a 7-year-old Baba Zorawar Singh. 2 kids in the eyes of the world. So they enter that court, and usually, obviously, what they would say in that court was Salaam Alaikum. At that moment in time, before anyone spoke, the 2 shortest Sahibzade, they said, WhyGuru Ji Ka Khalsa, WhyGuru Ji Ki Fateh. They roared like 2 lions. Then after Wazir Khan tried to persuade him with Maya, persuade them with all the wealth in the world, Baba Fateh Singh Ji said something very beautiful. They said, Jangala vich javange, Sikh ikatthe karange, Shastra banavange, te ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਆ ਕੇ ਲੜਾਂਗੇ. Maharaj says, we're going to go into the forest, into the jungles. We're going to recoup. We're going to get all the Sikh together. We're going to build our own weapons, our own shastar. And when I come back, I want to kill you. At that time, there were 2 advisors very close to Wazir Khan. One was known as Suchanand, who was a Brahmin, and I forgot the Musliman's name, who was on the side. Very close advisors of Wazir Khan. Suchanand, he turns to Wazir Khan and says, you've got to kill them off now. He referred to them as snakes, the sons of snake. They are 2 sons of a snake. He referred to the snake as Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj Ji. Now what do we refer to our sons as our daughters as? Pujangan. Pujangani. What does that mean? The daughter of a snake. The son of a snake. You think, why are we so holding on to this snake analogy? What does that mean? Guru Maharaj Ji, we as Guru Sikhs, we are poison. We are snakes to those people who oppress others. We are poison. We're snakes to those tyrants who oppress others. That's why we hold on to that name. We're poison to those people because we'll wipe them out. So he said to Wazir Khan, we've got to kill him. You kill him as any means possible. But then the Muslim beside him said, in Islam, it's against the law to kill a young person, a child, or a woman. It's against the law to draw their blood. So what they agreed to was suffocating them. They agreed to suffocate these 2 kids. So I want to go back to that question, which is, why do we remember the Jara Sahibzade? What significance did this hold? I was watching this clip from a random YouTube video. I don't know if you know about the Huberman podcast. He's like a doctor and he's like really famous on I don't usually watch his videos, but it came up. The video was something like how to praise your kids the right way. It was like an 11-minute clip. I watched it. What he was saying was quite interesting. He said that when it comes to children, he was looking through so much research and he said when it comes to children, if you praise them in a way where you tell them, you're so intelligent, you're so smart, you're so great at X, Y, and Z, you're the best at this, he says, they're going to register it in a way as they've already achieved what they're supposed to achieve. Does that make sense? Because in the realms of intelligence, in the realms of genius, what is a 2, 3, 4-year-old kid going to know truly? The extent of what true genius is, the extent to what true intelligence is. So he was going through these studies and he said that scientists were doing this, they would get groups, massive groups of kids, and they'll split up in 3. So there's 3 groups now. You can forget the third one because it didn't really matter. So there's 2 groups. In the first group, he'll get both the groups to do tests, and then at the end, the scientists will give them the results. Regardless of what the results were, the first group, the advice and the praise they got was, you're so great, you're so intelligent, you're so amazing. And the second group, what he would say was, they would say to them is, they would praise their effort that they put in. Only the effort. He say to them, I praise your effort. I don't keep saying him, he didn't do the experiment, it was like the scientist, but the scientist would say, I would praise your effort, like, I really admire the effort you put in to get this answer. I really like the way you thought about this to get this. 2 different points of view, right? Then, straight after, they made them do another test. And the change in score changes drastically. Group 1, who were told they were so intelligent, so amazing, their scores dropped. Group 2, who applauded for their efforts, their scores rose up. 2 drastic changes, just by what you say to them, just by the words, the effects of someone's words. Now what does it have to do with the Char Sahibzade? What I'm going to try and portray, it might be a very hard pill to digest. But as soon as I heard that, I thought to myself, when I listen to Katha, when I listen to talks, when I listen to Kirtan, in my mind, all I'm saying to myself is, I'm so great, I'm so amazing. When I read Pangatiyan, when I read the translations, all I can pick out are the one, 2 Pangatiyan that relate to what I've done today or yesterday. And yeah, tick that. I'm going to tick that off. I didn't tick that off because I'm that person. Then I thought to myself, what does that really mean? I walk around, we could say we walk around with 2 cards in our pockets. So we walk around with this one, right? You see that card? The I'm a Sikh card. I'm a Sikh. We walk around with that card. I've got 2. I've got a prepaid card as well. The other one says I'm an Amritari. So I've got these 2 cards on pockets that walk around saying people, yeah, I'm Amritari, I'm a Sikh. Now, are we fooling ourselves to believe that that's it, that we've made it? That we're safe now, because I've got these cards in my pocket. That there's no need to put any more effort into what I'm doing. That there's no need to put any more time into my Sikhi. It's fine. I'm a Sikh now, I'm Amritari now. I don't need to put any more effort to attain what it is that my Guru is trying to tell me, what their bachans are, what their words are to me. I don't need to put any more time into that. What are they trying to make me see? I don't need to pay attention anymore. Just looking at the examples we went through from all the Guru Sahiban, from Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Maharaji to Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Maharaji and their children, you can see blatant examples. Blatant examples that it's not enough just to say I'm a Sikh, it's not enough to say I'm an Amritari. This isn't a ticket to Sachkhand. No one isn't going to go, you're not going to go up to them and say, yeah, Maharaj, I'm a Sikh, I'm Amritari. They're not going to say, yeah, welcome to Sachkhand. They're going to look at what you did. So we have to be putting in the effort. We have to. Even though the Char Sahibzade were the sons of Guru Gobind Singh Maharaji, do you think that they took it for granted for 1 second? We can't be thinking that. Because if that's the case, if we think like that, then would we ever have heard of their fearlessness? Would we ever have heard of their courage? Would we ever have heard of their shahidiyan? Track back. We'll go back, right? To when those when those 40 Singhs, Guru Sahib Ji and the 2 Vadde Sahibzade, when they entered Chamkaur di Gari, when they were settled in that fort, they were ready, Guru Gobind Singh Maharaji said this to them. They said, I told you, didn't I? He said, I told you, I warned you that leaving Anandpur Sahib wouldn't be a good idea. I told you. They said, you already held out for 8 months. All I asked you was to hold out for another 8 days and you couldn't hack it. Another 8 days. You were so anxious, you acted like children. And instead, you turned your back on my words. You turned your back on my bachan. You turned your back to me. And now, look how much difficult we've had to go through. I knew this path was going to lead to difficulty. Didn't I tell you? By not accepting my bachan, we're now surrounded on all four corners. 1.8 million soldiers surrounding that little mud fort. This is the only thing you can do, the only option you got left is to give your lives. Give qurbaniya, give the shahidiya. Remember that point, all four corners, yeah? When the shortest sahibs are there, when they gave their shahidiya before their necks were slit, they were obviously made to suffocate. There was a wall built around them. So much so they couldn't move their limbs at all. That's how close those bricks were to them. What does that mean? Again, they were surrounded by all four corners so that they were made to suffocate. All four corners, right? When I think about that, I think in my head, what picture does that bring to me? I think about a lighthouse. A lighthouse surrounded by a fierce sea. That's what I think about. Surrounded all four corners, but there's a beaming light in the middle. Those Chara Sahibs, those Singhs. And I'm going to repeat that question from 2 slides ago. What significance does this hold for us? Why do we have to remember them every single day in our Ardaas? Before I go into the point, I just want to say one thing. It's essential that we relate things back to ourselves. It is so important to do it. On an individual level, that's where the gain is. We have to be truthful to where we are in our Sikhi, because Sikhi is a path, it's a journey. We have to be truthful to where we are in that path. That's where the profit lies. It doesn't lie in looking at someone else and where they are. Because Gurbani doesn't talk about focusing on other people. Gurbani talks directly to yourself. Gurbani is talking to you. Maharaj says, Oho janam na mar hai, na aave jahe, Nanak Gurmukh man samajai. Maharaj says, if you call yourself a Gurmukh, then we got to do one thing. Instruct your own mind. What happens? Oh janam na mar hai, na aave jai. Then you won't return to this world. You have to come back here. You're liberated then. But make that step at least. So if you ever get the opportunity to listen to katha of Dharam Granths, of religious Granths, especially in India, Hindu Granths, Sikh Granths, they always refer to this world as a sansar samundar, as a worldly ocean, right? And vice versa, you can use the sansar to also have characteristics very similar, similarities between the sansar, the world, and the ocean. I'll go through them. In the ocean, there's water. Yeah, in the sagar, there's water. Now, what's the water in the world? In the world, we have padarat. Padarat meaning worldly things. That's the water for us in the world, yeah? In the sea, in the sagar, there's waves. You can see these waves here, yeah? Now, what are the waves in our world? Samasya. Problems. Problems like our health. Problems like problems in our families. Problems with our mental health. Problems like financial problems. Those are problems. You're thinking, why is it related to waves? Because you can't count how many waves there are in the ocean. It's uncountable. There's no way to keep track, because as soon as one comes up and goes down, the next one's already up. Same thing with the problems. There's no way to keep count the amount of problems we have in our lives. They're always going to be there. They're always going to be rising. They're always going to be coming down. So the sagar, in the sea, every once in a while, a typhoon, which is like a tornado in the water, will rise up every once in a while. Kadi gadai. Now what's that typhoon look like for us in the world? Something that shakes up our reality. It could be something as big as war, like we're seeing now with Israel. It could be something as personal as someone dying in our family. It could be something as personal as a severe loss or a huge amount of losses. Now in the sagar, in the sea, every once in a while, a ship will sink. Yeah? Thousands of ships travel the sea, no news of them, because they're just going from one place. Cruise ships, fishing ships, whatever they are, they make their journey, they go back home. But once in a while, a ship will sink that news will be blasted everywhere around the whole world, because it's a rarity, right? Now, what does that mean for us in the world? What that means is that every once in a while, someone crosses over this terrifying world ocean. Kadi kadai. Once in a while, someone has enough bag, enough fortune to cross over this world ocean. People like the Char Sahibzade. People like Bhai Uday Singh. People like Bibi Sharan Kaur. People like Mata Gujri ji. Every now and then, we get news of these Gursikhs, and they refer to us as itihas. That itihas is our news report, to remind us this is the type of life they lived. I'm going to say that again. Every once in a while, a ship will sink in the sea, and we will receive that on the news, and it will be blasted everywhere. Every once in a while, a human will cross over this terrifying world ocean, because the truth is, we're all drowning. I told you it was going to be a hard pill to swallow. I'm gonna go into why. Why are we drowning? We have drowned. We're sinking. How? Our Nitnem is sinking. Our Rahat Path is sinking. Our Sikhi is sinking. Our Amrit Villa is sinking. Our Gurbani Jap is sinking. Our Simran is sinking. It's not being done. Sinking, drowning in that water. What is that water? We just said that's Sagar. In the sea, the water. In the sea is the water. For the sansar in the world, that water is Badarat, all those worldly things. That's what we're sinking into. We're sinking into the world and we don't even realize it. The ship at sea is sinking. What's happening to us on this earth? Our lives are sinking into this world. How do we know that? How do we know Maharaj already knows that? Maharaj says, Tit sarvar le pehle nivasa pani pavak tineh kiya. Pankaj moh pag nahi chale ham dekha tah dubiyale. Maharaj says, ham dekha, I see tah dubiyale. The whole world is drowning. The whole world is drowning in problems. The whole world is drowning, trying to chase after X, Y, and Z. The whole world is drowning. I'm going to say it again, our Amrit Villa is sinking. Our Japtap is sinking. Our Sikhi is sinking. The Amrit we have to keep up on a daily basis within us is sinking. Now look, it's not all doom and gloom. But I want to go back to that point I made. You have to be truthful to where we are on our journey. We look at progress in all facets of life. Financial progress, career focus, asset focus. Who pays attention to your spiritual focus? Who stays on top of that? Do we stay on top of that? The truth is, if you've ever found yourself in a situation where you are drowning physically in the sea, you know one thing in that moment in time, there's no power that you can ever have where you can defeat the sea. That sea is an invincible power. You're going to be taken down. All you can think about in your head is, I need someone to save me. I need a saving grace. All you can think about in your head is, I need to make that shoreline, otherwise I'm going to die. Maharaj says, well actually this might have been touched upon last year, I'm not too sure. When the Japji Sahib course was happening, we went through this conversation between the Siddhs and Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Maharaj. The Siddhs, if you don't know, were some of the most powerful spiritual people in all of India at that time. Yeah? And then obviously Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Maharaj on one of their travels. Now, in this Bani known as Siddh Ghosh, if you ever get the opportunity to read it, it's a question and answer session. The Siddhs are asking Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Maharaj questions, and the Siddhs and Guru Nanak Dev Maharaj are answering. Sometimes they say two answers everybody, and the Siddhs will ask another question. At this very moment, someone known as Charapat, who was one of the most supreme Siddhs, apart from the Guru, was Gorakhnath. He was like their right-hand man. He was like a level 1 player, basically. Yeah? Everyone else was below them. So he asked Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Maharaj directly, he says, Dunya sagar duttar kahiye, kyun kar payed paro. He says, this world ocean is treacherous and impassable. Guru Maharaj Kirpa Karo, how do I cross over it? How? And then Gurbani says, Charapat bole, Audu Nanak, Deho Sacha Bicharum. That yogi, known as Charapat, he's asking Guru Nanak Dev Saji Maharaj Ji, give me the truth, tell me the truth. Now, the thing is, Charapat, he's a Siddh Purush. He's Parya Likhya, he's very learned. He's probably got the most knowledge out of a lot of people. So what Guru Nanak Dev Saji Maharaj Ji, they say, Aape aakhe, aape samjhe, tis kya uttar dijiye. Maharaj says, you're asking me. You yourself are learned, you yourself have the power to understand. Why are you asking me this question? Then Maharaj says, Sach kaho tum pargrami, tujh kya baisan dijiye. Maharaj says, you call yourself pargrami. You're known to have already crossed this worldly ocean. And you're asking me this question. No matter what I say, you're gonna know more than me. By the way, you've obviously presented yourself to the world. To be fair, at this moment, Charapat, he admitted, he said, Maharaj, main kabool karta, I'm not pargrami. I'm not pargrami. I'm gonna admit that to you, Maharaj. There's three forms, yeah? Pargrami is someone who's crossed this worldly ocean, they're liberated. The one before that is Pardarshi, someone who always is always fixated on making that journey. He knows or she knows what that destination is, and they'll never leave that thought out of their mind. It's always in their mind. I know where I need to get to. Then the last one is Sansari, those of us who are just stuck in this world. Now I want to go back to that question. We have to be honest where we are in our journey in Sikhi. You have to be honest with yourselves. Where are you in your journey? Because if you keep pulling out that card and saying, I'm a Sikh, I'm an Amritari, and there's no need to do anything, then we're going to find ourselves in a terrible situation when we reach Dharamraj, and they're going to ask us, what do you do? What did you do for my Panth? When Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj Ji asks. So Pargrami, who is Pargrami? We'll go back to the Chote Sahibzade. This is the way you can tell someone's Pargrami. When the Chote Sahibzade are being bricked alive, we hear this story quite often. Baba Zorawar Singh Ji, the elder one, they start crying. Baba Fateh Singh Ji, they look at the older one, older Sahibzada, and they say, why are you crying? This isn't the time to cry. Baba Zorawar Singh says, I'm not crying because I'm sad. He said, I'm crying because I'm so jealous. You think, what do you mean jealous? What are you jealous of? He says to his younger brother, he says, I'm so jealous you are going to be able to, the bricks are going to hit your head first because you're shorter than me. Which means you're going to suffocate first. Which means that destination we'll be trying to get to, Sachkhand, you're going to reach there first. I'm jealous because that's what's going to happen. You're going to sit in the Godi, the laps of our grandfather, Guru Tegh Bahadur Maharaj Ji first. That's why I'm jealous. That's Pargrami. Baba Jujhar Singh, another example of Pargrami. Baba Jujhar Singh, when they saw their elder brother gave Shahidi, immediately the only thing they could think of is, I want to give my life the exact way my brother did. I know what it means to get there. My Guru has just shown me how to get there. Now let me listen to only what they're going to say and let me get there as well. Let me drink from that same cup of Amrit that my brother drank from. Maharaj says at the end of that Pangati, they said to Charapat, you're already Pargrami. You know, you call yourself Pargrami, you've made it there. How can I argue with you? What they're trying to say is, if we're going to come to our Guru with a full glass, we're going to come to our Guru thinking, yeah, well, we know everything. We're coming to our Guru saying, yeah, just tell me what to do, and I'll quickly get that done in my day. As quickly as I can, I'm going to tick it off, and just Maharaj, whatever after that, you can take care of. We say, Maharaj, I'm going to tick off what I need to do in my day, according to the Rahat of a Gursikh. I'm going to tick it off. Whenever I've got some time in my day, yeah, chalo, I'll think about you every now and then, Maharaj. I'll do a bit of part here and there. And then you can take care of the rest. Maharaj is saying, you're coming to me with that attitude. It's like a glass that's full. When a glass is full, there's no way for more water to get into there. There's no way I can help you in that situation, Maharaj is saying. Then this is the next point. This is Guru Nanak Dev Saji Maharaj's response. I'm going to repeat that again, yeah? It's up to us to realize where we are in our journeys in Sikhi. Personally, on a personal level, where are we on our journey? Maharaj says, Jaise jal mein hai, kamal naral mein, murgai na sane. Sorry, got time? How many 5 minutes? It's finished. Done. I'll quickly go through this, yeah? Maharaj says, Jaise jal mein kamal naral mein, murgai na sane. Maharaj says, basically, be like that kamal, like that lotus flower. A lotus flower has to go through that bedrock, has to go through all that mud, to come through that sansar, that sagar, through that water, understands everything about that world, and then understands, I'm okay up here. This is where I need to be. Unattached to the world. If you can't stay there, then Maharaj says, or you could be like a murgai, like a duck. What that means is every now and then you'll go under. That's fine. Every now and then we might slip up, we might sink, but you're going to find your way to the top again. So if we accept that we're drowning, then we can do an Ardaas in that moment, but it comes with acceptance. If you accept that you're drowning, then you can come to your Guru, and then you can take those teachings for your Guru. What is my Guru actually trying to tell me? This whole time I haven't been paying attention. So I'll just end it there, to be fair, because I've gone way over time. I'm very sorry, Singh. I'm going to end it there, and I'm going to ask this question for everyone. Why do we remember the Char Sahibzade every single day in our Ardaas? It's to remind us of why we're walking on this path. Why we're on this path in the first place. This is a path of love. When was the last time we checked in on our relationship with our Guru and how that love is holding up? When was the last time that happened? When was the last time you had that conversation with your Guru? Don't be afraid to reevaluate our way of thinking. Because I'll be honest, it's better that we go to our Guru with an empty cup than be stuck in the same cycle day after day after day. It's better we give up what we think we know and go to our Guru and ask Maharaj through the Ardaas, Maharaj, now you tell me from where you're coming from. Help me understand what I haven't been able to figure out all these years. Tu samrath vadda, mera mat thori na. You have that supreme understanding. I don't have that. Teach me. So I'm very sorry. I have gone way over time. And so this thing keeps telling me every time I have a talk, stick to your time, stick to your time. But if I've said anything to offend you guys, I really do apologize. If I said anything out of tone, then again, I do really apologize. And please forgive me for anything I've said. But yeah, we'll finish off the talk there. If you've got any questions, I don't know what time Sakastan is. Oh, Maharaj is in here. Okay. As I forgot to say, actually, there was a QR code in the corner. Karavi was supposed to remind me that during the course, we'll probably start doing this now, where you can scan that, and if you've got any questions throughout the course, you can scan it, and then, just send it over. We can go through those later if you don't feel like putting your hand up and asking. But we have got some time for any questions, if anyone has any. So, yeah, has anyone got any questions? No, didn't think so. Well, then we'll finish it off there. Lekhe katahna chutiye, khin purnhar, baksanhar baksla, nanak partar, WhyGuru ji ka Khalsa, WhyGuru ji ki Fateh. WhyGuru, WhyGuru.
जो तो प्रेम खिलन का चाओ, जो तो प्रेम खिलन का चाओ, सिर तर तली गली मेरी आओ, ਸਿਰ ਤਰ ਤਲੇ ਗਲੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਆਓ, ਸਿਰ ਤਰ ਤਲੇ ਗਲੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਆਓ, ਸਿਰ ਤਰ ਤਲੇ ਗਲੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਆਓ। ਜੋ ਤੋ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਖੇਲਨ ਕਾ ਚਾਓ, ਜੋ ਤੋ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਖੇਲਨ ਕਾ ਚਾਓ, ਜੋ ਤੋ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਖੇਲਨ ਕਾ ਚਾਓ, ਜੋ ਤੋ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਖੇਲਨ ਕਾ ਚਾਓ। ਜੀ ਸਿਰ ਧਰ ਤਲੀ ਗਲੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਆਓ, ਸਿਰ ਧਰ ਤਲੀ, ਸਿਰ ਧਰ ਤਲੀ ਗਲੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਆਓ। ਇਤ ਮਾਰਗ ਪੈਰ ਤਰੀ ਜੈ, ਸਿਰ ਦੀਜੈ ਕਾਨ ਨਾ ਕੀਜੈ, ਸੇ ਇਤ ਮਾਰਗ ਪੈਰ ਤਰੀ ਜੈ, ਸਿਰ ਦੀਜੈ ਕਾਨ ਨਾ ਕੀਜੈ। ਜੋ ਤੋ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਖੇਲਨ ਕਾ ਚਾਓ, ਜੋ ਤੋ ਖਨ ਕਾ ਚਾਓ, ਜੋ ਤੋ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਖੇਲਨ ਕਾ ਚਾਓ, ਜੋ ਤੋ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਜੋ ਤੋ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਖੇਲਨ ਕਾ ਚਾਓ, ਜੋ ਤੋ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਖੇਲਨ ਕਾ ਚਾਓ, ਜੋ ਤੋ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਖੇਲਨ ਕਾ ਚਾਓ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਇਤ ਮਾਰਗ ਪੈਰ ਤਰੀ ਜੈ, ਇਤ ਮਾਰਗ ਪੈਰ ਤਰੀ ਜੈ, ਸਿਰ ਦੀਜੈ ਕਾਨ ਨਾ ਕੀਜੈ, ਸਿਰ ਦੀਜੈ ਕਾਨ ਨਾ ਕੀਜੈ, ਸਿਰ ਦੀਜੈ ਕਾਨ ਨਾ ਕੀਜੈ, ਸਿਰ ਦੀ ਜੋ ਤੋ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਖੇਲਨ ਕਾ ਚਾਓ, ਜੋ ਤੋ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਖੇਲਨ ਕਾ ਚਾਓ, ਜੋ ਤੋ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਜੋ ਤੋ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਖੇਲਨ ਕਾ ਜਾਓ ਜੋ ਤੋ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਖੇਲਨ ਕਾ ਜਾਓ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਵਾਹਿ ਜਪ ਲੋ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਗਗਨ ਦਮਾਮਾ ਭਾਜਿਓ ਪਰੇ ਅਨਸਾਨੈ ਕਾਓ ਗਗਨ ਦਮਾਮਾ ਭਾਜਿਓ खेत जो मांडियो सूरमा अब जूझन को दाओ खेत जो मांडियो सूरमा सूरा सो पहचानिए जो लड़े दीन कहेत सूरा सो पहचानिए पुरजा पुरजा कट मरै पुरजा पुरजा कट मरै पुरजा पुरजा कट मरै कबू न छाड़े खेत पुरजा पुरजा कट मरै कबू न छाड़े खेत कबू न छाड़े खेत तन तन बाबा जीत सिंह जी तन तन बाबा जुझार सिंह जी तन तन बाबा जोरवार सिंह जी तन तन बाबा फतेह सिंह जी जो तो प्रेम खेलन का चाओ जो तो प्रेम खेलन का चाओ जो तो प्रेम खेलन का चाओ सिर तर तली गली मेरी आओ सिर तर तली गली मेरी आओ सिर तल तली गली मेरी आओ सिर तल तली गली मेरी आओ जो तो प्रेम खेलन का चाओ जो तो प्रेम खेलन का चाओ जप लो जो तो प्रेम खेलन का जाओ जाता सलोक भवन गुरु पानी पिता माता तरत महत दिवस रात दोए दाई दाया चंगिया या बुरिया या वाचा धर्म दूर जिन्नी नाम ते आया गए मसक्कत काल नानक ते मुखी जिन्नी नाम ते आया गए मसक्कत काल नानक ते मुख उजले केती छोटी नाल जिन्नी नाम ते आया गए मसक्कत काल नानक ते मुख उजले केती छुट्टी नाल जो गज के बुलावे सो निहाल सत